A strange spiral suddenly appears on a girl's forehead. Anything that touches it gets sucked straight in and completely swallowed. And the worst part is that the spiral keeps growing. Eventually, it will swallow the girl herself. Just a few days ago, it was nothing more than a crescent-shaped scar. The girl's name is Azumi. She's the most beautiful girl in school, and almost every guy is obsessed with her. Except one, her best friend's boyfriend, Shuichi. Every time he sees her, he looks terrified. But that only makes Azumi more interested in him. Before long, she falls for the one guy who doesn't fall for her. Meanwhile, Shuichi keeps his distance. He constantly warns his girlfriend, no matter what happens, stay away from Azumi. Not long after, Azumi finally confesses her feelings to him, but Shuichi completely ignores her confession, because he's noticed that every strange thing happening seems connected to the scar on her forehead. Azumi doesn't take it seriously at all. She simply brushes her bangs aside and shows him. The crescent-shaped scar has already turned into a twisted spiral. Shuichi desperately tells her to leave town. The spiral curse on her head is only going to hurt more and more people. Then he turns around and walks away, but Azumi doesn't believe a word of it. To her, it sounds like nothing more than an excuse to reject her. The next day, she walks to school with her best friend like always. A bus speeds past, and the wind blows her bangs aside. Kyrie stops dead. The spiral from yesterday has become a pitch-black hole that seems to have no bottom, but Azumi calmly fixes her hair and keeps walking as if nothing happened. That afternoon, she finds a boy who's had a crush on her for a long time. She agrees to date him on one condition: help her get Shuichi to meet her. That night, Azumi heads to the meeting spot wearing a hat. Along the way, she runs into Kyrie, but the moment Kyrie sees her, she collapses to the ground. The spiral has spread even farther. Azumi's entire right eye is slowly being pulled into the center of the vortex, disappearing little by little. Yet Azumi acts like nothing is wrong and keeps walking toward the meetup spot. Meanwhile, the boy has been waiting for her the entire time. He's still convinced she's going to keep her promise, but Azumi barely pays attention to him. From the moment she arrives, she's only looking for Shuichi. That finally sets him off. He rips the hat off her head, and the moment the hat comes off, both of them freeze. The spiral now covers most of Azumi's face. Even then, the boy doesn't run. He isn't scared, he just looks heartbroken. Slowly, he reaches out and tries to touch her face. The instant his fingers touch the spiral, a powerful force erupts from the vortex. The boy is pulled inside and disappears completely. Meanwhile, Kyrie can't stop worrying about her friend and follows after her. When she arrives, she sees Shuichi clinging to a tree, shouting and pointing frantically. She follows the direction he's pointing. The spiral on Azumi's head is still expanding. It keeps growing until it finally swallows her whole. Even the traces left behind on the ground slowly fade away, as if she had never existed at all. And just like that, Azumi disappears forever into the town cursed by the spiral.